Hello, I'm Kaya,
And I'm Lisa.
and we, like all mothers, and particularly all mothers who also work outside of the home or in a business, juggle a lot. And we were just, we sometimes can have fallen into being hot messes. We're just saying that term. Like, it all gets too much. And
We're juggling so many things, and our desire to create some space in our lives can really push us into these weird cycles that ironically make us more over busy, more overworked, and feeling more crazy. And one of the big ones that we've all fallen prey to, and certainly Kara and I have, is the procrastination panic cycle, we call it. And you're probably going to be familiar when I describe this to you. But basically, it's that situation where you know you've got something sitting on your list. It hasn't made it to the urgent category yet. It's not the sky is falling. So it's got this sense of I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I know that's there. I'm just going to keep holding it in my head. I'll keep it on my to-do list, but I'm not going to do it. I'll do it later. It's
and
not
no
good
time feels like the right time.
Yeah, not now, not enough time, too busy, heads in other places, whatever it is for you, right? So not now, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. And then slowly it creeps up until all of a sudden it's like a holy crap, it's got to happen today. Along with the three other things that I put up, they've all got to happen today. And then we're in like crazy, stressed out, over busy mode because we've also got panic in place and deadlines.
And then, like, also potentially something that could have been something you might have loved doing or something that you really could have found a lot of value or appreciation in becomes something that's really stressful and something that you don't actually enjoy.
So what that cycle is actually doing is giving you even a greater sense of too busy. Okay, because once something makes it to the emergency category, like crap, I've got to get this done today or in the next hour or before 2 or whatever it is, once you reach that stage, your whole chemistry flips into rush, emergency. You hype yourself up, your biochemistry changes, everything changes. And at that point, you're actually feeling way worse and way over busy than you were before when it had a little bit of spaciousness to it. So that cycle, if you can break that cycle, if you can get on top of that cycle, even 50% of the time, if you can get on top of that cycle.
Even less than 50% of the time, just a little bit more than what you have been.
You're going to feel more spacious and less busy, even without taking things off your to-do list. It's that urgency piece, the panic piece that pushes us into complete and utter breakdown place. Like, it's all too much. Oh, my God, why is it so unfair? It's too much. Okay, so what is going on? The real key to breaking this cycle is understanding what is the source of your procrastination. Okay, and there are two really common ones that happen. And the first one is fear, okay? The act of doing this is bringing up limitations within you, limiting beliefs, or you're scared about it, or you're worried about stepping into it, or you're worried about doing a good job or doing it well enough, or whatever it is for you. There's a fear aspect, right?
Well, and it might not even be specifically about the thing. Like, often it is about actually doing that thing. But it can also be about what that means for you, or what that might mean, make you mean, like about like your identity and some kind of deeper stuff under there as well.
Okay, so fear could be one of them, and the second common one is alignment. Is the reason you're stalling out on this is you feel out of alignment with the actual task. Okay, it doesn't feel aligned with the direction that you want to head. In your heart, in your body, it's actually a no.
Or there is some part of it that's
There's some part of it that's a no, yeah. Okay, and those can get kind of murky. You want to dissect them a little bit, but it's often one or the other that is taking you out. And the main thing here is to get really clear with yourself on which one it is for you, or what are the components of it, if you feel like you've got a bit of both. But like, what is really going on? And it requires you to get real and be honest with yourself, okay? A lot of the time, we refuse to acknowledge what's really going on because we're too busy to deal with it, frankly. We just got to get on with it. But that's actually sitting there in the background, holding you, anchoring you into chaos, pretty much. And the most powerful question you can ask yourself around this is, what am I pretending not to know? Because you do know. If you're really willing to be honest with yourself for a moment, then you do know what is going on the surface. And if you want to move out of the cycle, if you want to get your butt into gear and get out of procrastination, then you've got to be real with yourself and get real on what's keeping you in procrastination.
What are you avoiding looking at?
Yeah. Okay, and the reason that we bring all this up is you're already crazy busy. Let's be real here. Like, all of us who are working mothers in some form are juggling our businesses, our creative works, our careers. We're managing our households. We're raising the next generation of the planet. We're nurturing them 24/7 every day. Like, we're already full to the brim. And if you add on stuff that is just making your life even more of a nightmare than you need to, like procrastination, and what that does for your sense of emergency and rush, is no good.
And your sense of holding all these things that you're procrastinating in your head.
So the other day we shared with you a quadrant, and you can go find that video on our timeline if you liked it, a quadrant exercise on getting clear and moving over into things that are important to you, but not a freaking emergency. And that is where, if you sit with it and start to play with it, you want to spend most of your time in your scheduling. This is really important to me, but it's not due in an hour. That's the place that you want to be if you want to feel more spacious without actually readdressing your whole to-do list and moving to the Caribbean somewhere. Okay, lovelies, if this is something that is serving you, then we would love to connect with you more. And the invitation today is to come join our brand new Facebook group. Like, we only just created it this morning. It's so new. And we want our founding members to come and be with us there. You can find the link in the description. That is the place to go if you want to get free access to our live trainings that we'll be doing in the group, coaching, healing modalities, all sorts of things that we're going to be doing there.
Yeah, we find that it's a little easier for us to go a bit deeper and to connect more intimately with you in a space like that
than out here on our public timeline.
It's a bit more spread and diffuse.
Yeah. So come be in community with us, and let's all work together to make our lives a little more spacious and joyful.
And meaningful and soulful.
Okay, much love, everyone.